Part 1. Inside my mind and heart, nothing quite prepared me for the moment life threw its biggest challenge my way. Inside, I felt plunged into chaos, fear, endless questions, a confusing jumble of emotions all tangled together. But what I learned through my own experience and what I hope to share in this section is how surprisingly strong I discovered I could be. Even then, I found ways to breathe through the initial shock, tapped into reserves of strength I never knew I possessed, and started to realize that even my deepest worries could eventually soften with time and hope. This section reflects on my inner journey during that time, the search for calm within the storm, and the slow realization that even the hardest times do eventually pass. Just another ordinary day? Looking back, it's strange how I moved through most days before everything changed. The alarm would go off, that same sound every morning. Maybe I'd hit snooze, grabbing those few extra minutes, delaying the inevitable start. I'd stumble towards the coffee maker, go through the motions of getting ready, my mind already miles ahead, ticking off mental checklists. The commute, the meeting at work, the emails, the errands, dinner plans. I was caught in the rhythm of routine, often on autopilot. It felt so normal, so completely ordinary. I thought that was life, this predictable steady march through tasks and schedules. Maybe the routine felt safe, efficient, but looking back, I wonder if I was sleepwalking through much of it, so focused on getting through the day that I forgot to actually live the moments. I remember being so busy. My head was always full, planning the future, chasing the next work goal, analyzing problems. The world outside my own thoughts often felt like background noise. I might have noticed the sun was shining, but did I really feel its warmth on my skin? Did I let the sound of birdsong actually lift my mood? It was like I had built walls around my senses, filtering everything out unless it seemed immediately important for my plans or tasks. I realize now how much I missed. The simple, grounding pleasure of just being present. The quiet beauty in everyday sights and sounds that were always there, waiting. I walked right past so much richness. Work and future plans took up so much space in my head. I had career goals mapped out, saving plans for retirement years away, dreams of trips I'd take someday. I poured my energy into projects, deadlines, striving, pushing, climbing. I brought the stress home, letting it linger in the evenings. I told myself this focus was necessary, responsible. But sometimes, late at night, a fleeting thought might surface. Was I so focused on getting there that I was missing being here? I usually pushed those thoughts away quickly. The future felt solid then, something I could build and control if I just worked hard enough. And the people I loved, the absolute center of my world, even they sometimes became part of that rushed routine. A quick kiss goodbye, a half-heard story over dinner while my mind was still on work, a promise to connect more deeply when things calmed down. It wasn't that the love wasn't immense, it was my attention, my focused presence, that was often missing. I counted on them always being there, counted on having endless time later for the deep talks, the shared laughter, the slow moments. I assumed they felt my love, even when I was distracted. I forget that relationships need tending now, like a garden, not just when the schedule allows. It's almost funny, in a sad way, what I let myself get upset about back then. A traffic jam, spilled coffee, a forgotten item at the store, a slow internet connection. These minor frustrations could feel huge, capable of ruining my whole mood. Looking back, I see it was a strange kind of luxury, being able to get worked up over such small things. It meant I felt fundamentally safe, that my baseline was comfortable enough for these tiny ripples to feel like waves. I didn't recognize the vast ocean of good fortune I was floating on, my health, my loved ones, the simple ability to have these trivial problems. Underneath it all was this quiet, unshakable assumption. I was okay. My body was reliable, my life was on track, I was in control. Serious illness, major disruptions, those were things that happened to other people, in other lives. I trusted my health implicitly, maybe even felt a little invincible, putting off checkups, thinking I was too busy or too healthy to worry. It's a comforting illusion, this belief in our own predictability. But it's so fragile. I didn't see how easily it could all shift, how precious that ignored ordinary really was. Breathing without thinking, walking without pain, waking up to another seemingly predictable sunrise. I didn't see it until the day the bubble burst. And in that sudden silence, when the ordinary shattered, I finally began to see the incredible value in everything I had unknowingly taken for granted. That ordinary day was a gift, a moment of calm I didn't know I needed to hold on to. Because what came next wasn't a gradual change, it was an impact. Join me this coming Monday as we navigate the first shockwaves. If this story feels important, sharing it with someone who might need it would mean the world. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss what comes next. And for the complete journey, you can always find the link to the full book in the description below.